And the looting and stuff was terrible, was terrifying, was so bad. Was anyone like affected close to anything when the riots are happening? No? So you'll all stay in Belito. I was pretty scared. I moved out recently because I have money now. And I moved out recently, and it just so happened that I moved out at the time the riots and stuff happened. And I just thought to myself, my mother's curses are strong. Because she didn't want me to go. You know, Indian mothers, you can't leave. But I left. 1 week after I left, uprising. And it was terrifying. You know, I remember waking up to the sound of 2 gunshots, right? And I wasn't too panicked because I knew Phoenix was across the road. So probably someone's alarm. You know? And then I heard 2 more gunshots and petrol bombs. And I was like, whoa, okay, this is crazy. You know, the army is flying this side, and the saps were just sitting in the corner drinking the free coffee while the civilians did everything. And I was terrified. I'm like, oh God, because now we can't go home. Things are barricaded. You can't go anywhere. It's difficult. And, you know, and I'm watching the footage, and everything is just looking scary. People are like stealing couches and blood samples and, you know, TVs, trolleys. Then one man went to Woolworths and took his groceries for the month. I was just like, whoa. It was getting wild out there, and I was getting very, very scared. And then I remembered I live with a colored. Yes, my housemate and best friend is a colored. I'm allowed to say that. My best friend is colored. I was like, oh, wait, no, I'm safe. I'm protected because I'm living with the colored. I was like, I could probably house people who are out there, and he could protect all of us. You know? I was like, cool. Okay, so that day of the riots, he went to his workshop because, I hate to do stereotype here, but he's a welder engineer in the mechanical engineering field. It's their law firm for colored people. And I knew he went to the workshop to try and get weapons to, like, you know, it was serious. We had a bag packed and everything. It was like Mission Impossible. We stayed on the 4th floor. We're like, what we're going to do is like, we'll jump, and then we'll figure it out from there. So I was like, okay, cool. He went to the workshop to get stuff to you know, protect us, and he came home, and I had no idea that I was living with South Africa's most useless colored. The most useless colored. He didn't come home with a bush knife. He didn't come home with a Glock. He didn't even come home with a pocket knife. He came home with a baseball bat. What? We don't even play baseball in South Africa. What are you going to do with the bat? Hit the bullet out the park? Then my fear started to rise again. I'm not a fighter. You know what I'm going to do? Take the gown and shield us. It was scary. It was very, very scary. It was a scary time for all of us except white people. Because they picked up right where they left off in 1993. They had a blast, you know, on their little walkie-talkie app. Remember, singing sweet melodies of racism. Bravo male approaching. There's a Bravo male coming down in Prestondale, Bravo male. Watch out. The Bravo male is dripped in Gucci. What is he going to do to you? Just keep an eye about Porsche. There's a Masala male. There is a Masala male approaching. Looking hot and ready. Just be careful. What is the Masala male going to throw the mother-in-law masala in your eyes? burn you. They really took it over the top. They had a field day. And this is what our parents were talking about. Wow. I'll never forget, we went to go look for bread and milk. It sounds like the plot of Hunger Games, but that's how we were living. And we went to go look for bread and milk, and we drove out the area because you couldn't. It was scarce to find milk. One thing we lacked things here: danya, oil, milk, bread. And we came back. We were driving back to our area, and they had everything barricaded. And the one guy's like, "Sorry, but where you going?" I said, "My house." All right, I'm gonna have to see some proof of res. I'm gonna sound you if you don't open this gate. I'm going to my house. They were very irritating. But we got through it. We're very resilient as a nation. One thing we know to do is laugh. See, there's a storm outside. What y'all came to do? Don't know how we're all gonna go home, whether there's any bridges left for us to cross. But we came to laugh. Because one thing we'll do as a country is we'll make jokes about things and we'll drink. It's the only way we can cope. But it was a scary time, And that's why the unemployment rate is so high, obviously. Because there's no places to find work. Things burnt down, macro, value center. Only one place rose, Chatsut Center, they revamped. When everyone fell, they rised. It's difficult. Enjoyed that one.